What's up guys, Sinan here. Welcome to my new YouTube studio here. This is my first video. Today I want to talk about how to train wooden dummy at home. Actually, I'm going to show you guys how I train it because again, I believe everyone can train it a little differently as long as we stick to the concepts and principles. Having said that, wooden dummy, aka Mukyeongjang. This is a very good training tool to have, and I think every serious martial artist should have this tool at home, or at least have easy access to it in a gym, a friend's house, whatever. But the Wing Chun practitioners, they must have one. This one over here, I built it myself, almost entirely except for the arms, because these are round and you need a special tool to do this, so I had to order these online. But everything else, I built it, and it's movable and it's really heavy. I want it to be really heavy because I want to feel that energy when I give him the energy, he gives that energy back to me more. That's why I put those wooden things on the bottom too. When I push the dummy here, he comes back to me. And I feel that, and I want to control that. I think that's... Oops. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself there. I get excited. Anyways, you don't have to build yours though. You can buy it. That will be a lot easier and faster. Guys, it took me 2 weeks, but I wanted to challenge myself. I sometimes do that. I'm actually in the middle of another challenge where I'm trying to build a fighter's body in 93 days. I will talk about that later, maybe in a different video. Over here, we're gonna find out. So I'm excited about that too. Wooden dummy. You can train wooden dummy 2 ways. Nice and soft. Or sometimes a little too hard. Yes, there's such a thing, too hard or too soft, or actually too slow, guys. Just use your common sense. But in the beginning, you're gonna have to start out slow. And then the speed and power, you need to add those later. Once you grasp the concept, you know what you're doing a little bit, then you gotta generate more power. You're gonna put in more power, and at the same time, you wanna be really gentle too. So, to be able to do that, you still need to get to a level where your lower and upper triangles are lined up and they work in sync. A lot of people wonder if Wing Chun is a hard style or a soft style, because whatever I'm doing over here, that's basically the concept. So if I can do those things soft and hard, that means I can do the same thing when I'm fighting. Right? So, is Wing Chun soft? Oh yeah, real soft. So anyway, softness is a very big topic. So I want to talk about that later. Basically, in the beginning, just like everything else, you start out slow, soft, nice. So when you get a little advanced, that's when you start putting more power, but you're still soft. When you get more advanced, I'm still putting more power into my strikes, but I'm still soft. But my softness is real sharp now. All of a sudden, I change angles real fast. That softness becomes that hardness. But the speed, guys, even when you get really advanced, I see a lot of people on YouTube it's useless. Yeah, there's such a thing too fast, especially if you're working on a dummy. This is just a dummy. He doesn't punch back, but the real person will. So you can't be that fast. If you're training in an unrealistic way, guess what? That's what you're gonna do when the time comes. Because the way you train is gonna dictate the way you fight. So if you're just doing fast moves, or you're just too slow, breaking the kind of break the dummy, guys, just like everything else, there's a gray area too. Whatever you do, basically, if you're not really comprehending the concept and you're not training it properly, the results will vary. So that's very important. Yeah. So yeah, for the speed, because to me, once I get close enough, I only do a couple of moves, man, I will finish him or he will finish me. This is not a game. This is not a boxing match where I'm going to be throwing and checking him out. No, guys, when I come in, if there's a here, this is a strike, guys. I know it's not easy to get there. He's not going to let me do that. I know all that stuff. That's why I train. I will try to go though. When I do, I want to hit him hard. Yes, you can be too fast. At least if you're doing the whole form like that, it's too fast. But if you're doing it for the purpose of getting a good training, it's a great idea. It's awesome. But if you're planning to use it in a real fight, the way you're doing it, you might get disappointed. For the hardness, yes, I train it really hard. I try to condition my arms. I do it on purpose. I know. I'm not trying to beat him up. No, I'm just trying to beat myself up. Up to a certain point, guys. What might be too hard for me might be too easy. So just use your common sense, but do get some rough training if you want to be a real Wing Chun fighter. If you want to be a Wing Chun zombie, you don't necessarily need all that stuff. So all you have to do is this and then hope to punch the guy in the face. Everybody trains the way they train. It's a free world, almost. So, but like I said, at the end of the day, you're gonna rely on your system. The way I train, like I said, I mix it up. And I think everybody should mix it up because we need them both. The style is soft and hard. So you're gonna have to train both ways. Wooden dummy is not really designed to get a good workout or anything like that, to be honest. So wooden dummy, you're just watching and learning, if you will. I'm watching myself, watching my footwork. You see? My footwork is really, really important. Smaller moves, watch. All half beats. We're always doing half beats. That's what makes Wing Chun really unique too. We can use either side. All of a sudden, I turn into southbound. It doesn't matter to me. That's how we train it. Just use your imagination. I have trained in other martial arts, like I mentioned before. So I have adopted moves and techniques, etc. Obviously, I have added all those techniques to my own Kung Fu style. I wanted to mention that because it's important. But whenever I do those moves, that just like, hey, I'm gonna specify, hey, this is traditional Wing Chun. Or when I add some stuff, I got like weird kicks, other stuff, not necessarily just on the wooden dummy here, but I got a lot more different techniques that I developed myself too. I think there's always room for improvement. So if you think your art has no room for improvement, that's awesome. But I think every art has room to improve. You know, imagine you're training an art that you got nothing to add or nothing to discover. It's all good, but that's it. I think it's a problem. But yeah, but I am going to specify those moves that, hey, these are all my moves. that I put in there just for myself. I'm by no means here to change Wing Chun or any other martial arts or sport, because I have too much respect for any art, every art, to even think about such a thing. But other than that, I am trying to improve my own system, my style. It's just me, and I train the way I like. I try to stick to the concepts and principles. Why? Because they work. They're great. That's why I work around them. Just make it your own, basically. That's what I'm trying to do. Wing Chun is like all-wheel drive, fast truck. You know, it's very fast, all-wheel drive, like independent suspensions. Like we got the level changes that I'm not going to get into now, but turning, getting into Chongqing. Now all of a sudden, I'm turning other way. Super fast, super grounded. It's heavy, just the way I like it, and it's fast. You're not even gonna see my. I'm not gonna be playing around. Man. I'm just gonna hit you, and I come in, boom. So I'm gonna put my entire body into that shot. Looks like nothing, but it's enough to break. Actually, a lot of different topics I want to make videos about, really a lot. But like I said, I'm just getting into it, and I'm really enjoying it too. It's a good hobby. If you guys liked it, please like it, and if you want to follow me on YouTube, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.